It's from L'Equipe. Now, if you're not aware of L'Equipe, they are one of the most credible outlets in France. They have stated this evening that Manchester United have started talks with Manu Koné, have made him their priority midfield target. The player is keen on a move to the Premier League. And this warms the cockles of my heart. I'm excited about the prospect of this player. Let me tell you something about Manu Koné. Manu Koné is a marquee signing that most people don't know is a marquee signing. He is so good. And supposedly available for between 40 to 45 million pounds. That is a reported fee. That, for me, for a player of his technical ability, physical ability, and the attributes he possesses. We saw how comfortable he was at the World Cup. We know he can play at the highest level of the game. 40 to 45 million, if that is truly the price set by Roma, it feels a no-brainer. I feel like we would be getting an 80 million pound player half price. This whole summer, there's been this narrative that if you want a 50 million pound player, you've got to spend 80 because the market is the market. I've rejected that as a blanket rule, and Manu Koné could be the example. I do have concerns over his injuries. That's my only slight worry about him as a player, is that there are the injury concerns. He's had a few injuries in the past. That's the only real reservation that I have personally. When it comes to every other facet of Koné's game, one of the best in Europe in terms of the volume of forward passes and the completion. He breaks those lines. He's an excellent carrier of the ball. He can win back possession, wins his duels decently as well. Maybe not the best at key passes and progressive passing, but he's okay at it. But forward passes between the lines, carrying the ball, the percentage of the passes that he completes through the lines is very, very good as well. And Man United need more of that. And I like that we did the same thing with Santos. What I loved about the Santos deal is that he's one of the best in Europe at winning back possession, one of the best in Europe at winning his duels. But where he's better than Casemiro, he's not as good as Casemiro at winning the ball back, but what he's better than Casemiro at is passing the ball between those lines. And Cas had that brilliant long ball that he would play to send a runner through. But in terms of smaller, more intricate passing between the midfield lines and into the forward line, Cas was good at it. But Santos is an improvement. Koné is an improvement. And it's one of the things that, if the scouting has been correct and we land a Koné alongside a Santos, with Tielemans, with Manu, we suddenly have players that are all far more comfortable on the ball than we had even with Bruno Fernandes playing, with Bruno Fernandes deeper, Mount deeper, Ugarte on the pitch, hope he gets better soon, by the way, and Cas, who we loved. Suddenly the technical floor has risen in that central midfield area. Plus, Santos and Yuri Tielemans, I think, are an improvement physically. Koné is another level.
They keep maintaining the current structure up front. Then, if at some point during the summer transfer window, Rashford goes elsewhere, I will keep you posted. I will let you know, and in that case, there is open doors at Manchester United to welcome one more player on the wing. At the same time, Manchester United are not completely closing doors to the possibility of Marcus Rashford staying at the club, because Rashford will start the preseason at Manchester United. Marcus Rashford is really looking forward to the opportunity to work with Michael Carrick. Michael Carrick is looking forward to this. I'm told that Carrick is really excited about the opportunity to work with Rashford and to try to change and revive his Manchester United career. So Rashford and United will give a chance to each other. Then, after that, we will understand if they will continue together or if the player will leave Manchester United over the summer transfer window. But that's why nothing is developing around Crescencio Summerville. Another player, for example, appreciated by Manchester United is Iliman Ndiaye at Everton, is another player they like, but Manchester United are not progressing because of this Rashford situation. So, in case of any development, any changes, I will let you know. For Iliman Ndiaye, many clubs have been calling. For example, I told you about United, clubs from abroad. A few weeks ago, also Aston Villa had some conversations. But for Iliman Ndiaye, it's important to say that he's very expensive. He's a really important player. So that's why we have to understand what's going to happen there. For Everton, he's a crucial player. Then, on Manchester United, let me add something also about a young talent signed, 18-year-old, a similar kind of signing to Eindhoven, a player they signed out of nowhere from Arsenal and did fantastic, so it was a fantastic investment. Now they signed a talent from Tottenham. Tynan Thompson is the name. Save the name because people say he's very talented. £4 million guaranteed fee, £4 million add-ons, sell on close to Tottenham and deal done. So Tynan Thompson, new talent for Manchester United, a winger that yes is going to be part of the academy, but he's also going to be part of the first team training, and so will have his opportunities.
Manchester United's recruitment team has been working to strengthen the midfield, identifying players who can improve both the defensive and attacking phases of the game. Manu Koné has reportedly remained high on the club's shortlist because of his ability to win possession, carry the ball through midfield, and remain calm under pressure. The French midfielder has built a reputation as one of the most exciting young talents in Europe. His performances have caught the attention of several major clubs, but United appear determined to push forward before competition becomes even stronger. One interesting aspect of this transfer story is the reported admiration from Michael Carrick. During his playing career, Carrick was known for controlling matches with intelligence, accurate passing, and excellent positioning. Because of his experience in midfield, many fans value his opinion when it comes to identifying talented central players. According to recent reports, Carrick believes Koné possesses many of the qualities needed to succeed at the highest level. Although their styles are not identical, Carrick reportedly appreciates Koné's awareness, work rate, and ability to influence games from central areas. Manchester United's midfield has experienced several changes over recent seasons. Injuries, inconsistent form, and tactical adjustments have highlighted the need for greater balance. The coaching staff wants players capable of defending aggressively while also contributing during attacks. Koné fits that description. He enjoys receiving possession under pressure and has the confidence to drive forward with the ball instead of simply passing sideways. His ability to progress play makes him valuable in modern football, where breaking opposition pressure has become increasingly important. Defensively, Koné is known for making important tackles, intercepting passes, and covering large areas of the pitch. He combines physical strength with intelligent positioning, helping his team recover possession quickly. These qualities could give Manchester United additional stability against top Premier League opponents. Supporters have often called for a midfielder who combines athleticism with technical ability. Koné appears capable of providing exactly that balance. Financially, negotiations are believed to be progressing, although clubs are still discussing the final structure of the agreement. Modern transfers rarely involve only a fixed fee. Instead, deals often include performance bonuses, installment payments, and additional clauses based on appearances or achievements. If negotiations continue positively, United may soon reach a full agreement. Another factor working in United's favor is the player's reported openness to a Premier League move. Playing for one of England's biggest clubs remains an attractive opportunity for many footballers, especially those hoping to compete in major competitions and develop further. For Koné, joining Manchester United could represent the next major step in his career. Of course, no transfer is completed until contracts are signed and official announcements are made. Football can change quickly, and unexpected developments sometimes occur during negotiations. However, current indications suggest both sides remain optimistic. If the move happens, Koné would enter a squad featuring experienced internationals alongside several exciting young players. Learning in that environment could accelerate his development even further.